Hi there. Good morning. Welcome to Shamaha. I'm Gayatri Jayaraman. I'm an author, a counsellor, and a sometimes journalist. I work with mind, body, and spirit, and I attempt to integrate elements of meditative interventions, counseling psychology, as well as body work, things like yoga, tai chi, qigong, into my sessions to help you gain some sort of alignment between these three aspects of our lives. I don't claim to be any sort of guru. I'm also a student, I'm also a practitioner, and this is something that we're all on a journey together on, especially I think this year when we've sort of learned the value of looking inwards and doing our own healing in order to also be able to make change outside. So I think we're just all of us in this together, and which is why I thought the channel made sense for us to have these kind of conversations, talk to each other about the questions that come up, the doubts we may have, the experiences we share, and also to sort of put out some contemplation, some meditation, some inspiration from the sources that we find it in. And sort of that goes around to make the world a slightly better place. So today's contemplation is about 5 ways to be mindful about our mindfulness, which I think is an essential ingredient in these days when everything is a buzzword. So I hope you enjoy it. Do remember to leave your comments, questions, suggestions below, and do like, share, subscribe, and generally pass on the word. I'll see you soon. 5 ways to be mindful about mindfulness and how not to get conned. But why do I even need to observe? To be grounded, the end game is to see reality. Mindfulness is, after all, a spiritual tool to question assumptions and to see through illusion. Wait a minute, do I even want reality? Because unreality is pretty comfortable. A lot of us hold on to defense mechanisms to preserve the status quo, to protect ourselves. It gives us the comfort and the illusion of staying safe. We all have to complete our healing process and be ready to see the truth. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, that's all of us. Take all the time you need. You don't need to see reality if you're not ready for it. Can DIY mindfulness leave me more anxious than I was before? The short answer, yes. Why is that so? You wouldn't go into therapy on your own, right? You need somebody out there. Because mindfulness, meditation, therapy, these are all walkabouts in the subconscious mind. You're opening a Pandora's box. And the teacher practitioner is the guy who's going to let you know whether you're ready for it. It can be a lot sometimes. Don't be in a hurry, especially if you've dealt with abuse, trauma, psychosis, disorders. Just be ready to go there. We're not always ready, right? But hey, I just want to do my own healthy thing. Yeah, but that's why mindfulness needs to lead you to a place where you question assumptions. Let me give you an example. So now, let's say you want to lead a healthy lifestyle. You go pick up some avocados from the farm. The avocados have come from a farmer, let's say in Mexico, whose farms are controlled by the mafia. He's being extorted, he's not being paid a fair price, right? All that gets built into the simple avocado that you're trying to eat and live a sustainable life. So the assumption that I'm leading a sustainable, healthy, beneficial life is not always true until we learn to question those assumptions and look at the causal effects, conditions, the influences impacting what we do. And in the way that we get impacted, others get impacted by our actions. When we're mindful, we see some, still not all, but some of all this impact. That's what mindfulness eventually has to get us to do. And this is what looking through reality, looking through illusions and questioning reality looks like. So, hey, 10 minutes won't do? Well, it's a start, right? So, at least you're sitting down, closing your eyes, trying to be still. So, that's a good thing, but it's not mindfulness. Because to begin with, you can't learn mindfulness, you can learn meditation, and eventually we'll get to mindfulness. But the Buddha said, question everything. So if you're taking up a routine because your practitioner says do it, or your therapist says do it, or because you read it somewhere, then you're just adopting a ritual. And hey, there's nothing wrong with rituals as long as you know why you're doing it and it's helping you on your spiritual path or your inner work, right? Otherwise it becomes meaningless. And if you're just doing it meaning in a meaningless fashion, then it becomes the opposite of mindfulness, right? So just ask some whys before you give people your money to certify you as mindful, right? And then you come to balance. Just mind that mindfulness and you'll get there. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening.